Yeah, and welcome to Papastache Pop. So this is a fun little ditty. It's all happy and sweet and upbeat and stuff. And if you want to learn how to strum better, which is a technique you'll need in this particular song, bam, click that link down below in the description area. It'll be right down in here somewhere. And that will get you to a video that is not on YouTube, guaranteed to make you strum better or just give you new ideas to think about strumming. So anyways, we've got a couple of different things here. I'm going to teach you a couple different ways to play it and a basic pattern to play that cool little, part that's in the intro and then goes throughout. But there's a lot of different people in the band and a few guitar players. So we're going to kind of combine and give you some options, but keep it easy for everyone out there to play. So let's zoom in for a closer look and get to it. All right, so really basic chord progression in the background. Most of the song is going to be a B minor chord. It'd be like 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so we'll work in fours. The next 2 rounds of 4 would be a D chord. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. G, 2, 3, 4. And it basically just repeats that form for all the verses in most of the song, except for there's a couple little breakdowns. I don't know if it would be considered the chorus or what, but it's an interesting part with interesting timing and a couple of different chords, but we'll get to that in a minute. Now, if you're just beginning and you want to stick with just that, totally fine. Right? So I'd consider 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, now a down and an up stroke would be 1. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now the rhythm could just totally be that. Okay, so you could totally go down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. To D, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. And then a G. Now, you could also pick a little bit more of a melody to where you'd be downstroke, and then you come up from the B string up, and then downstroke, and then catch from the E string up. So it'd be like, right? Same thing on the D. Obviously, you start from the D string down. Right? You can do the same thing on the G. All right, so we got a basic gist of the chord progression. Now, since there's like 47 people in the band, and I think there's like at least 26 guitar players, the cool thing is there's another like cool guitar part, and it's actually what starts out the song. Now, I'm going to keep it easy and keep a pattern to it so it's, we can easily replicate it and sound pretty legit. I'm going to do it on 2 strings. Hopefully I can do it because I just learned it and it's late, and acoustic is just awesome late at night. If you don't know, it gets way harder as the hours go by. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to the 7th fret low E string and then the A string 5th fret. I'm going to start by picking the low E, and then you can either alternate and go E, A, E, A, E, A, E, A, or you can hit E and then upstroke both of them. And then that way you don't have to be super precise. You can just, and it still sounds cool. So we're going to do that 4. If this was 1, that's going to be considered 1. So we'll do that 4 times in a row. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now try to keep on your fingertips so you don't mute out the string below as well. Then we're going to take this 5 and 7 and shift it up to 12 and 14. Which I'm going to do 4 times again. Then I'm going to go down and I'm going to change up the spacing and just do 1 fret. So I'm going to use my 1st and my 2nd finger. And it's going to be the 10th fret E, the 9th fret A. And I'm going to do that twice. Then I'm going to just go back to 12 and 14 once. back to 10 and 9 once, and then down to that G chord. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now you can either do the E and the A strings or the E and the D. So you can go, or whatever you want to do. It'll work and it'll get the point across. We're just keeping it easy, pretty legit, definitely passable at a bar. Okay, so if you put the whole thing together slowly. Okay, if we just right? And then if you're one of the other 15 guitar players, right? And then the D twice to G. And it'll actually sound really cool if you have 2 guitar players and you both can do a separate guitar part, or just right? Okay, now the only other part to the song really is a kind of a, I don't know if it's what you would consider in the song, but you'll know it changes to an E minor. Oh, wait, let me go over this one part. There is a cool little walk up that you can do in this part. Make sure you get that little choke right there at the first part of the D. Okay, so if we're doing, remember, if we're doing groups of 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, D, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. Now instead of going 4, I'm going to go open E, first finger 2nd fret, 2nd finger 3rd fret, so I can go straight into my G. Alright, so it's 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 3, 4, back. Okay, so you can do that. Now, there's that other part I was telling you about, and it goes to E minor, D to A, and it's going to do that twice. Now, for the timing, we're going to think groups of 4. So what I mean by that is E minor, 1, 2, 3, 4. D is going to be 2, 1, 2, and then 1, 2, 3, 4. So what I would do is I would get a piece of paper and write this down. So you're going to do E minor for 4 counts, D for 2, A for 4. Then it's going to do those 3 chords again, but the timing is going to be different the second time around. E minor for 4, D2, A2. Okay, so if I played that all together so far, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, the next one is going to be the same timing pattern as the first, so 4, 2, 4, but it's going to be E minor, 4, 1, 2, G, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so if I put those 3 together now, it's going to sound like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, now this is where it changes. The next group of chords is going to be B minor, A, D, G, and then we're going to end on A for 2 groups of 4. Okay, now that timing even though we're doing a lot of chords, we're gonna 2 count most of these. So it's gonna be B minor for 2, 1, 2, A, 1, 2, D, 1, 2, and then G's our first count of 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 2 groups of 4 on the A. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so again, I suggest writing it down because it's kind of, tricky unless you get a good memory. Some of us still have good memories out there. Myself, only partly true sometimes because, I've taught like 590,000 songs and I probably remember like 6 of them. So, if you're kind of like me, I write it down and then I can, I got a visual to help me out. So, I'll play the whole thing and I'll count it out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so after that, it waits for a little bit after that second group of 4 on the A, and then goes. So that's open A, 2nd fret, A string, 4th fret, A string, and then back into. Alright? And then it just repeats over. And from there, it's basically that same thing just repeated over and over again. I'm not sure how many times it does this. Let's say it's like 62 times before it goes to that second part. You'll hear it. This is the only part of the homework that you have is to listen for when it shifts and just follow the lyrics. That's what I do when I learn songs. I try to learn the lyrics, and then that way, this happens sometimes too. If you're live and something doesn't go right, if you follow the lyrics of the singer, then a lot of times you're gold. If you know the lyrics and where he's going, they start late or whatever, rather than memorizing exactly how many parts there are all the time. That's just a little help if you want to go out and play live later, and then never stop. Even if it's a train wreck, hopefully at some point, if you don't stop, everybody will land back on their feet. So just a little tip there, playing live, because you're bound to do it. It's fun. Yes! Way to go. Click that link down below. The bad jokes flow after 10 o'clock at night. I mean, they just come right out like they just were bad. Anyways, click that link down below. Again, it's the strum video. I'd be super stoked. Over there on that side of the page is another whole channel guaranteed for endless years of enjoyment where it's like hard rock and metal and solos and blues and all sorts of different kinds of music. And there's also PapastachePop, or no, not, wait, what? That's this channel. There's papastache.com. And that is just how to play guitar from like square 1 to like square 35 maybe. Just kind of all levels, all sorts of enjoyment. You guys are amazing. Thank you so much for your support. Don't be afraid, if you like what you see, to post on every form of media, Facebook, YouTube, Pinterest, whatever you're into. Don't be afraid to spread the word. It helps me out. Super stoked for the support you guys are giving me. I will catch you next time.